Hello, lads. Why don't we do a Buddy Holly number?
You know my name. Look up the number.
Number 9, number 9.
What a shame Mary Jane had a pain at the party.
I've just seen a face, and it's Ringo.
Well, my name is Ringo, and that ain't lingo, 'cause I'm the greatest star. Well, I ain't no bummer, I'm a hummer of a drummer, and I've gone pretty far. I've got a yellow sub in a caveman's club to beat on all my skins. I even got me a magic Christian to pardon all my sins. I got a bird named Bach who loves to rock. She's a woman who understands that if she ever left me, I'd have to get me a lonely house club band. Now I'd like to introduce you all to a lad who's on the ball. Now he plays bass with a lot of taste, and he goes by the name of Paul. Take it away, Paulie. Is this your grandfather then? It's very clean.
Ringo, we'll call you.
I'll be out parading then.
Well, my name is Paul, and I do it all, like write and sing and play. But for all me money, it might be funny, I still long for yesterday. Now I might have a smile that's longer than a mile, but don't think it's all been fun. I've been arrested for drugs, mobbed and mugged, and had a band that's on the run, you see. I've been thrown in jail, gotten hate mail, even told that I was dead. Had herds of birds threaten me life, just 'cause I wanted to wed, you see. Now I'd like to introduce you to a man who found the Lord. He plays a mean sitar, rhythm guitar, and he goes by the name of George. George, hey, we'll let you sing one now. I'll sing if you want me to sing, and I won't sing if you don't want me to sing. Well, I just might be the baby of the bunch, but I'm also the most hip. From the Maharishi to Hare Krishna, I started every trip. What's he talking about?
Hari, oh bloody, oh blada. Yeah, yeah, let it be, let it be. La 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 la. Hey Jude, love is all you need. My sweet, he's so fine. I did it all, they just never give me any credits.
All right, lad, your time's up.
Ooh, now let me introduce you to the chap who takes no crap. His name is John, and he's going on 'cause he still likes to rap. Hey John, no bebop-a-lula's alright, we gotta do the real thing this time. Fair enough. Okay, you ready? Aye. Alright, here's Johnny.
Well, my name is John, and I'm always on, and I'm speaking with my voice. I write rock and pop, and my head's a mop. I've got a psychedelic Rolls Royce for sale. Now, they called me local when I married Yoko, but she's a gal who's on the beam. She buys a sack of potatoes, throws out the potatoes, and hides inside and screams, "You're an eggplant, the sisters and aunt, I want to jump up your nose." I love New York City, my Aunt Mimi, and words that rhyme with orange. What a load of rubbish. I can't believe this. Who wrote this thing?
Don't you remember we did, John?
You know, we used to be Fab and Gear and stuff like that. What's going on? We reformed for this. I remember when we used to make good records. Good-good-good-chew too. Good-good-good-chew to you too, and to you, and to you, and to me, and everyone here, all together now.
Alright, I did the record, but I don't want to play live. Has anybody seen the old brown shoes?
Oh, they put me in the movies, haven't they?
Anybody want to buy some Lithos? Signed.
Scrambled eggs.
We love you, yeah, yeah, yeah. We love you, yeah, yeah, yeah. KFWB, Channel 98, yeah, yeah, yeah. We love
Hello, Wink Martindale. When I think of the Ace, I think of Wink. When I think of the club, I think of Martindale. How you doing, Wink? Nice to know you. This is John Lennon of the Bottles, Beatles.
Everything's completely changed. We don't have a private life anymore, and we are public property.
You're interrupting my radio program with Wink Martindale.
Well, you get accustomed to it, and you know, after a while, it's just you just take it for granted, and you just do everything automatically, like signing autographs and waving at people.
Oh, Wink Martindale.
Hello,
Black
Wink
Lamb Farm at the
Martindale.
boot.
Oh, I'm George Harrison. A bottle.
This is Ringo here, and just shut up. Oh, whose side are you on? Really?
Yeah.
Hello, Jolly Joe Yoakum. How's it going? This is John Lennon of the Beatles saying hello to you, and goodbye as well.
We're gonna move, yeah, 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 yeah. We're gonna groove, yeah, yeah,
We're on location with the Beatles, and they're here to tell us about an exciting new movie. Say hi, fellas.
Hi, everybody. This is John here.
This is Paul.
George.
And Ringo.
And we're very happy to be on your program once again.
Tell us where we're talking from this time.
We're just talking on the set of the film we've just finished in Nassau, Bahamas.
Help! 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 Help!
John, where did this title come from, Help?
Out of Dick Lester's mouth it came. Our director and friends.
Thought it came out of his shoe.
Well, Dick sort of slowly went up to us one at a time, punching us, saying it's going to be called Help. And we said, yeah, that's a great idea, Dick, sir. We'll call it that, and that's how it all became about.
Why did you have so much trouble with the title, Paul? I know you had a different title first. What finally made Help the final title?
Because it was about the best, I'd say. Just sounds right, that's why. Help. There you are. It fits the story because, you see, people are trying to get us all through it, you see, and so we need a bit of help, you see.
Help.
That's
right.
This second picture, John, how does it differ from the first one you made?
Well, it's in colour for a start, and I don't know, there's a lot more happening in this. There's a story, you see. In the last one, it was just sort of documentary, but this is a real film almost.
Do you have any different problems in this one, George, other than in A Hard Day's Night?
A couple of more problems. A couple of more, yes. Because for a start we had a big idol and lots of things, lots of trick things, you see. Whereas we didn't have any trick things in the last film, did we, John?
No, we didn't, George. We didn't have any tricks in the last film.
Yeah, the business about the idol was that it was supposed to rise from the water, you see.
And it wouldn't.
As a sort of trick, and it wouldn't because the water was always too rough for it. So we've had a bit of trouble with that.
Does this idol have anything to do with you, Ringo?
Yeah. I can't tell you what the plot is, but here's some of the questions that will be answered. Why were the high priests of the terrible goddess of Kaili interested in the Beatles? What did they want of him? They weren't fans. Two leading scientists hoped to rule the world. Paul was threatened by a beetle. B-E-E-T-L-E.
What happened to you in this picture, Ringo?
I'm chased by a gang of thugs all the way through it, actually.
Yeah, they seem to be chasing Ringo, and then there's two leading scientists who hope to rule the world, and an Eastern beauty saves our lives from time to time, it says here.
All I can say is, will John live to sleep in his pit again?
Right, or for instance, will Paul ever get back to his united organ? Electric organ, I mean.
Now, you're kind of veteran movie stars at this point. Do you like this business of making movies, Paul? Is it difficult for you?
I think all of us really enjoy it. It's something different, and we've all forgotten about how difficult it was or how hard it was sort of standing around the set all day. You forget about things like that. And it's just nice to be sort of doing something like a film, which is a completely new thing for us, really. We've only ever done one before this one. It's just good seeing rushes and seeing a film get together and seeing it sort of make itself, Yes, very exciting. Lovely.
And John, this movie brings us more great songs from the Beatles, too.
Oh, well. There's about 7, not sure, and Paul and I wrote 11 and we chose 7 out of the 11.
I suppose there is a title song.
Yeah, it's called Help, We think it's one of the best we've written.
Sung at the beginning and the end of the picture, made for United Artists, with the help of Walter Shenson and Dick Lester, one or two people we ought to plug, called Help.
George, how do you go with this movie-making career, and how do you take to this business of making movies, getting up early in the morning, getting the makeup and so forth?
That's a bit of a drag, getting up in the morning, but apart from that and the waiting round, it's great fun. We have a great laugh, don't we, fellas?
Yes, we do, George.
Yeah, it's great episode as George said, for getting up in the morning. We hate getting up, It's always difficult to do something you hate.
Especially when you go to bed about 3 in the morning, it's very difficult to get up at 6. However, as we never go to bed at 3 in the morning, as we go to bed, as we always go to bed at late evening. No, it's difficult when you go to bed late. Some nights you do, some nights you don't. There you go, and there you are.
Ringo, you're a newlywed. What do you expect out of marriage?
What do I expect? I don't expect anything. I just love being married, and I love my wife. I just want her to be there all the time when I'm there, No, there's no one can say she can't do this and she can't do that. If we want to go anywhere or do anything, You know, I'm the boss, we just do it. There's no one to tell us anything else now. It's marvellous, you know, because, you know, we both belong to each other, you know, and you can share everything, you know. It's a great thing being married. You know, I enjoy it. Well, I mean, I shouldn't sort of, I'm not an authority on it. I've only been married a month. But, you know, I enjoy it, I love it. It's something you can't explain, you know. It's only people who get married know this thing.
John, tell me, where has this taken you, this second Beatles picture?
Well, it took us to the Bahamas, Nassau, and we've been to Austria. That was great. And most of it was done in London, of course, which is also great.
George, do you like this traveling around to different places?
It's not bad at all when you're making a film.
John, does this traveling around and doing one-night appearances ever become a drag?
No, it's a drag. No kids, I think it would be a drag. You know, we'd say, what's happened? We'd say, how would we say it?
We'd say, what happened? There's not half as much excitement when there's just nobody around, you know. I mean, it's nice occasionally to get a quiet spell. For instance, like when we were in the Bahamas, you know, that was nice and quiet. And Austria, pretty quiet. But doing tours and things, you know, that's always more hectic. But it's still good. It's good in a different way. You know, like making films is good, and making records is good, but in different ways.
But there must be times when this hectic life gets to be too much. In fact, a recent article said you are even rude at times.
The article was right. We've been quoted as being rude to people. Well, we're always rude back, you know, and we're no more cynical than we ever were. Just that it's, you know, people notice being cynical because we're sort of public figures, but we've always had the same attitude. We've always disliked the same kind of people as we did years ago.
But if someone comes up to us and is rude to us, then we'd be idiots, you know, just to sort of stand there and smile as they were being rude to us, you know. I mean, nobody's going to take that, and it doesn't matter whether you're a public figure or anything. You know, you're just stupid if you don't do something, you know, in return sort of thing. It's okay turning the other cheek, you know, but your cheek doesn't half get smashed up that way.
A woman came up and says, I've got a so-and-so-year-old daughter, but I couldn't care less myself. You know, something like that, she said. And I thought it was pretty rude, seeing as we were eating at the time as well, in the middle of a meal. So we were just a bit cold towards her. And she probably thought we had no right to be, but she forgets that we're human, you see.
At what point do you get used to a phenomenon like this?
At first, you know, everything was going too quick anyway. We didn't even have enough time to think of what was happening. We just did it, and then, you know, suddenly we realised that we were selling records and things. But, you know, apart from that, we never thought too much about it. You know, we used to just see how many records were selling, and that was it. Go and do a show, but we never used to sit round talking about how great we were. So, you know, it's just a thing, you know, in the back of your head that you're what you are and you're doing your job, and that's it, you know.
Now that you've completed your second picture, you boys are not going to give up concerts, are you?
No, of course not. We're doing a big tour, you know, in America. I don't know how many cities, but it'll be pretty hectic, you know. But it's all good fun. We enjoy it. Filming, making records, concerts. You know us, a laugh a minute. Ha, 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 ha.
When you're writing a song for the picture, do you write it for a particular scene?
What happens is that we just shove them in anywhere. Yeah, we just write the songs first, and then just shove them in anywhere, as George said, especially in the sunset scene at the very end of the picture, where the two lovers, that's George and Ringo, are coming towards each other on the beach, and they just finally meet. Well, actually, they don't quite meet. They just run past each other and both dive into the sand, and as they do, the sun goes down. Yeah, like that. The sun goes down, and it's a sort of big facade of Oriental beauty, you know what I mean? That sort of facade Harbottle. And then the whole picture just ends up with them.
You're telling him too much about the story.
I'm sorry, I've told you
they
too
won't
much.
go to see it if you tell them all about that.
Have you told them about the vintage car race?
The vintage car race?
Well, that's another scene where we all go from Brighton to Egmerton, and none of us win, unfortunately, and it just about ends there.
Sounds like fun. I want to thank all you boys for talking with us today. Good luck to John, Paul, George, and Ringo. We're all looking forward to seeing you in your second motion picture, Help.
This is Paul McCartney saying thank you very much. We hope you enjoy our film, and it's been nice being on your show.
This is John Lennon saying thanks for everything, enjoy being on your show.
This is Ringo saying thanks for everything. Hope you enjoy the film and the songs from the film, and We hope to see you all when we come to the States.
And this is George saying goodbye to everybody who's been listening, and also to you for having us on your programme. Thank you very much, sir. Goodbye.
Here I am, folks, Tony Olivestone at the EMI recording studios. And the fantastic sound you hear around you is that of the incredible Beatles, preparing for a new album, follow-up to Sgt. Pepper. This really is a fantastic song. I've got John Lennon right next to me banging on a drum. Paul McCartney is playing lead guitar. Ringo is pensively walking around thinking up new ideas. The whole scene is quite incredible. A legend is being created right here in the studio, and I'm standing right here reporting to you live from London at a Beatles recording session.
Okay, we're recording. This is, Oi Gewalt, basic track. Take one.
Moshe sells his gems on 47th Street. Hyman peddles bagels and lox. Shimon is a rabbi at the local shul and calls him every night to learn around the block. Oi Gewalt, oi yo yo, yeah, ba ba ba, oi yo yo. Oi Gewalt, oi yo yo. Started to enjoy what they were being taught. Whatever they learned, they liked very much. Always learning with the rabbi day and night. There wasn't any subject that they didn't touch. Oi Gewalt, oi yo yo, yeah, ba ba ba, oi yo yo. Oi Gewalt, oi yo yo, yeah, ba ba ba, oi yo yo. In a matter of time, they started to learn alone. With a time and a left, a commission the right. They're ready to teach on their own. Now they're teaching Torah in the shul down the block. Meanwhile, Rabbi Shimon passes on. They start to teach the students there every night until they're ready to teach it on their own. Oh, yo, 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 yo. Oh, ba, 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 oh, yo, yo. Oi Gewalt, oh, yo, yo, yeah, ba, 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 oh, yo, yo. In a matter of time, they started to learn alone. With the time and the left and the commission on the right, they're ready to teach on their own. Now they teach Torah in the shul down the block. Meanwhile, Rabbi Shimon passes on. Start to teach the students there every night until they're ready to teach it on their own. Oi Gewalt, oi yo yo, yeah, ba ba ba, oi yo yo. Oi Gewalt, oi yo yo, yeah, ba ba ba, oi yo yo. And if you want to learn, oi yo 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 yo.
Your pronunciation was terrible.
What do you want from me? I'm Irish.
You will be blasted right out here. I'll stand down in Avenue Road.
I'll be better turn the guitaring down a bit later.
From the back.
So, Kenny, how are you going?
Oh, it's wonderful. Listen, First a few questions, then I'd like you to sing me a jingle, a goodbye jingle.
Okay, goodbye jingle.
Oh yeah, what can we expect from you in the next few months? I've heard you're working on it.
A lot of brown paper bags, Kenny. Actually,
Yeah.
we're working very hard on that at the moment, boys and me.
Anything tuney?
Oh yeah, there's a lot of tunes to be found in the bags, actually.
I got told that you don't actually come in here with the idea of doing an album, it just sort of falls out of one of the sessions.
Well, we have a vague idea, you know, Ken?
Yes.
As I was only saying the other day, we had a vague idea, but very vague. Also, very vague. Just a bit of laughter, ladies and gentlephones.
Have you done any actual complete numbers?
No. We're halfway through the second incomplete number now.
Yeah. You don't actually do them whole complete and then finish with them and then start another one?
See, like, we've got to a stage with one where the next bit is musicians, so
Oh.
we'll have to write the musicians bit, you see. Oh, you see.
Do you ever get to, you've done your bit and you decide it would be good on its own and then forget the musician?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Somebody stole my gown. Somebody stole my pound.
Can you sing me a goodbye jingle?
Okay.
It doesn't have to rhyme or
Goodbye, jingle. Goodbye, jingle. Goodbye. Goodbye, jingle. Goodbye, jingle. Goodbye. Goodbye.
And now a word for all our American listeners.
Goodbye, jingle. Goodbye, jingle. Goodbye. Goodbye.
Wonderful. Will it pick them up, do you think?
What?
Do you think it'll pick them
Of
up?
course it will pick it.
Yeah. Is there any particular record out at the moment?
Oh, yeah, let me think. Nielsen. One of Nielsen's.
Which one particularly?
As
you know, we've played quite a few of them.
Yes, so let me think, Ken, for the moment. River Deep, Mountain Dew.
Yeah.
When I was a little baby, my mama used to smash me in the cradle, picking those old cotton fields back home. Oh, cotton fields. When mama was a little bitty baby, she used to smash me in my cradle. When I was a little bitty baby back home.
That was impresario John Lennon playing for you. And now, a few words from him.
And there goes some daddy story to each other. Well, somebody gonna do Kenny Everett, MBE.
So that's what India taught you.
Exactly.
Did you come back with anything incredibly fantastic?
Yes.
Or was it just a little
A beard.
Yeah. I met Donovan the other day on a show, and he looked a little better for it.
Yes, it was very healthy, you know.
I got a photograph of you in the Daily Mirror, standing in a sheet. You look very peaceful.
That's called a banous, Kenny, and I got it from Morocco.
Really?
Standing in a sheet. What do you mean?
It looked like a sheet. to me.
Well, they do. Banouses look very, very like sheets. See, so as the lower classes in Morocco don't feel too put out.
Yeah.
Having only the sheets to wear.
I'd have black ones if I wouldn't show. Where's my cup of
Very
tea?
hot, though. Very hot, Ken. Black clothes.
Is that mine?
Very hot indeed.
Have you got anything to say that our listeners would understand?
How about good morning?
About anything you've recorded so far? Something that they'll comprehend.
No, dear, we've just done 2 tracks, both unfinished. And the second one's Ringo's first song that we're working on this very moment.
Exactly. He composed it himself.
He composed it himself in a fit of lethargy.
And what do you think about it?
I think it's the most wonderful thing I've ever heard since Nielsen's River Deep and Mountain Dew.
Well, that's about 30 seconds worth.
No, there's an LP out of this, Ken. There's an LP.
Hey, listen, you said
Kenny
Everett.
It's the Kenny Everett Show.
Are you composing this straight out of your head?
This is ad nauseum, straight from the mouth that bit me,
Kenny.
I don't know how he does it, friends.
Neither do I, friends. You sit here cross-legged on the amplifier, strummling away.
Guruing.
I hope we're going to hear this, listeners, because we have a lot of fun doing them, but never quite hear them, listeners. Never quite hear them when you get home.
Well, I will play this completely all the way through, just
Right.
for you.
For you.
What kind of a guitar is that? It's a very strange-looking thing.
Fretless guitar. Nobody's boy. Hear that, listeners?
How's business with Apple?
Oh, it's one. I mean, what can I say?
You couldn't ask for anything.
I couldn't ask for any more tapes or bits of paper.
They won't get that either, but still.
So, wonderful radio wonders.
Ask me a few questions.
Okay, Kenny. What are you doing?
Well, at the moment, I'm having a daily show come on soon.
Really?
Yeah.
So they haven't sacked you?
No.
I was getting you a job with the Isle of Man.
Really?
Oh, yeah. I've put in a word for you.
Thank you.
With Ronald Manx.
I might need it. If you were stranded away on a desert island,
Yeah.
what one gramophone record would you take with you? Excluding the Bible and Sgt. Pepper as obvious choices.
One gramophone record. It hasn't been made yet.
You don't think there's any records worth taking?
No, not all the way to a desert island.
Yeah. There's hair in my saucer. When you produce something of such a high standard as your last album undoubtedly was.
High standard.
High standard. Don't you think that you've really got to strive, like,
No.
to produce something a
No,
little bit better?
It only got high because everybody said how high it was. It's no higher than it was when we made it.
Yes. The hidden meanings on that one, ladies and gentlemen.
No, what I mean, Kenny, is that, you see, it doesn't pose a problem to us. It was so long ago, we've forgotten what it was about anyway. And let me put it this way.
That's it. Hey, listen, you were saying last time that I met you that you hadn't really had a chance to listen to it, Sgt. Pepper, because you've just been so busy making it. And
I don't think I ever did listen to it since we made it properly.
You haven't sat
I've heard
down?
bits of it, yeah.
You haven't really sat down and...
Not since, I mean, I played it just after we made it, and that's it, really.
Yeah.
But I like to hear it on the radio.
Alright, shall I play it?
Yes, that'd be nice.
Ladies and gentlemen, Sgt. Pepper. Do you think Paul and you could do a duo harmony jingle?
Well, you'd have to get him.
Paul? Can you come and do a goodbye jingle? Well, that's pretty wonderful of you.
Goodbye to Kenny Everett, he is our very pal. Goodbye to Kenny Everett, is our very pal. Goodbye to Kenny Everett, he is our very pal. Goodbye, Kenny Everett. Goodbye to Kenny Everett, he is our very pal. Goodbye, Kenny Everett. Goodbye to Kenny Everett. He is our very pal. Goodbye, Kenny Everett. Goodbye, Kenny Everett. Goodbye, Kenny. Goodbye, Kenny Everett. Goodbye, Jimmy Everett. Boris Karloff. Goodbye, Boris. Melanie McCurry. Goodbye, Melanie. Goodbye to Benny Everett. And old Mount Everett, too. Goodbye.
Rousing crescendo.
And it's a goodbye rousing crescendo.
Thank you, John.
Wonderful.
Thank you, Paul.
Tiny Tim, play Tiny Tim. That's what you gotta play. Tiny Tim.
Tiny Tim.
Yeah. He's the greatest ever, man. He's
Women,
great. Oh, he's the greatest. You see. Yeah. You see if I ain't right, Kenny Everett.
Give us our
He's
rendition
the
of his
greatest
song.
fella on earth, man. Play Tiny Tim, gentle readers.
Tiptoe through the tulips.
He's real.
He's real, man. We saw him.
He's like her, but he's much better. He can sing great. He's good.
He's great.
I mean, he's good with it.
It's a funny joke at first, but it's not really.
He's
He's
great.
real, and it's true.
How old is he?
Tiny Tim for president, oh Tiny Tim for queen. Tiny Tim for president. Tiny Tim for queen.
Well, that's it, really.
Yeah.
Thank you, Ronald.
He'd like to interview my cohorts for the following few months show.
What is it?
The Kenny Everett show.
The Kenny Everett show.
Well, it's nice to be on the air again. Beatle George speaking from the MI studios.
Sing goodbye to me. It's my last show next week.
Is it? Got the sack,
Goodbye,
did you?
No, I've got
See you in the morning. Goodbye, Kenny. See you at the dawning. Goodbye, Kenny. It's nice to see you back. Bye, Kenny. We hear you got the sack.
Oh.
Goodbye, Kenny. See you in the morning. Goodbye, Kenny. See you in the morning. Groovy, groovy, Kenny. Kenny, then the niggas down and getting down there. Ready, so now. Goodbye, Kenny.
Goodbye, Paul.
Bye, Kenny.
Goodbye, Ringo.
Bye, Kenny.
Goodbye, John.
Nice to be here. You've got an LP there.
Okay, Henry.
I'll do a rough voice now.
A rough voice.
Then you can play your bits to it.
Goodbye, Kenny, and thank you for all you've done for us in the past.
It's been a pleasure.
Over the radio.
You're wrong, Kenny. It has not been a pleasure. It has. It has not.
Repeat, note. N-O-T-O.
Gives a rousing chorus of Strawberry Fields Forever in jazz tempo.
Strawberry Fields Forever.
Let me take you down, cause I'm going to Strawberry Fields. But nothing is real. And nothing to be going with. Strawberry Fields Forever.
Thank you.
Let's hear it. Let's hear it. It's just don't Delicate can't play it. Put it on.
Don't bloody play it back.
At what speed is it?
7.5.
Oh, you crumbs.
Well, that goes to 7.5.
No,
Is it?
That's only the first track. Play it through there on the 4 track. Pure MPGMI tape recorder. God. Yeah, hang on, you can't. No, put it down. We don't want to play it back yet.
Okay. Okay.
Us all away. You told us how to live and love, and you showed us the way. We listened to you faithfully, and this is what we gotta say. You gotta come back, Beatles. Oh yeah, come back, Beatles. Oh please, come back, Beatles. Dark days.